What up, and welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. We have a matchup today of Blue Yellow Nami versus Green Blue Rosinante. Playing my good friend Kev Cash. This is an entirely new build from the build that I had been playing of the Blue Yellow Nami. Completely rearranged. I think 25 cards are different now. We have a new strategy. And another thing I want to say about this game is I make probably like 3 or 4 big mistakes. I don't play optimally at all at certain points. My counterpart, my friend Kev, also makes a mistake or two. This is a very sloppy game, so please go easy on us in the comments. Specifically, you can say whatever you want about me. I guess I'm the one making mistakes. I'm the one putting the content out there, so please focus all negativity on me. I guess. We lost the dice roll. We are going second. We're gonna tap 2 for a teach and then pass. He is going to swing 5 life, and then we're just going to give him a 1k, and then he's going to tap 3 for an Ivankov, and then he's going to put that card at the bottom because it wasn't a 2 cost, and then he's going to pass. He could have kept it on the top, but he decided to put it on the bottom. He didn't want to draw it. So now we go to our forward on turn, and the idea here is I could put 3 and do a boa, but I think I'm going to make an aggressive play here. Tap 2, play the Nami down, establish a body that can swing, and we're going to swing with Banish. We also get to draw for a leader effect there, so we banish 1 of his life. Now he goes to his 5 Dawn turn, and we have a Dawn on. So we can become a 7k leader. We're going to leader effect, thinking on what card to pitch. I'm going to pitch one of the 8 cost kids, and then because we have one in hand, and then he's going to tap 4 for a Sabo. That's kind of an interesting card to play because I have the Nojiko. I could easily pop that Ivankov back to his hand, but now if I go to play it, that Sabo is just going to go back to his hand. So just an interesting play. The idea here too is I'm not sure what to do. I could tap 3 for a Boa blocker. I have 3 extra Dawn. I could Nojiko and just put that Sabo back into his hand already. We're just going to swing a big number at the Ivankov. We're going to swing 7, fully expecting him to block, which he does. We don't draw for leader ability. This is a mistake on my part. I missed. And then I'm going to tap 3 for a Boa. One of the reasons I think I miss my leader ability multiple times this game is because his ability is he allows him to block. So in my head, I'm swinging on board, which wouldn't proc leader ability, but then he blocks. He's going to tap 2 for the new Rosinante. This allows him to search top 5, play a 2 cost or less rested. He plays a sugar rested, which allows him to rest my teach, which is not good for us. Now he's going to okay, he's just rearranging. Now he's going to swing into it. I'm probably going to have to let this teach die. I could block, but with the 5 and the 3. But then he's just going to swing the Ivankov and the Sabo into it, so might as well let it die. I don't want to get that many cards in hand. And we do have another teach. And then he's going to swing. It looks like this is going to be 6, and he gets to draw a card. And we're going to take, and it's another trigger Boa blocker. And then now he's going to tap 2 for a Rosinante blocker and pass. So now we go to our, I want to say, 8 Dawn turn. And this is where we have a good... The deck is kind of constructed to try to hit the 9 cost Sanji into 8 cost Kid. One of the cards we can do that with is the teach, because we can stack the kid on top and then immediately play it. We don't get the full effect of teach because we probably won't have 2 rested Dawn. So now this is a turn where I feel like I played the most suboptimally you can possibly play. I'm gonna swing this Nami into the sugar, and he just blocks with leader effect. I should have played this differently. One, I have the Nojiko. I could attempt to bounce something back to hand and get rid of that Sabo immediately. Then I could swing my leader into the sugar first, so that if he does use his he probably does the Rosinante blocker at that point. Then I don't know. I just feel like I could play this better. But now I'm just thinking it through, and I'm thinking about with the sugar, and if I want to play something, the boas are going to get rested anyways, which I definitely want to play something. So now I'm going to swing 2 into the sugar, and he blocks with the Rosinante. And now I'm thinking I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. Swing 2 into the 0, and he's going to give me all right. I think he gave me 2k, 1k there, and give me 2 cards. Now I'm going to swing 7, and I'm thinking about where this swing should go. And I think the best case to swing is into the sugar. Now we got that cleared. I'm going to tap 2 to play the Nojiko and attempt to bounce Ivankov back to his hand, but this is going to just make him get the Sabo back to his hand. And then I'm going to tap 2 for another teach and pass. Again, I don't think this turn was played I think this turn was played incredibly suboptimally. I could have maybe potentially cleared things. I have no standing blockers. I wish I had at least one blocker, because if he's going to rest the teach, I feel okay because I'm about to teach. That's why I feel in him what my deck's trying to do. But he could easily rest that teach and swing into it. So first he's just thinking it through. He's talking about, he's like, I feel like I should swing into these BOA blockers. But yeah, we only have 3 cards in hand. We don't have a ton of cards in hand. We're going to 10 Dawn. We have 2 bricks, which is the Kid and the Sanji. He's going to rest the Rosinante and rest the Dawn. He gets to do the same effect again. And he's going to hit another sugar. He gets to rest our teach. And then now I wish we had a standing blocker, because we could potentially protect this teach, or at least both of the blockers would be tight. But now he's going to tap 5 for a Nami blocker of his own, and this is where he makes a mistake, because this is a draw 3, put 2 in the top or bottom, and he's just going to rearrange the top 3. So this is a mistake he makes on his part as well, that we talked about afterwards. Yeah, he's just going to rearrange the top 3, so he's still rearranging it, and he's going to get a draw off of the Ivankov. He's also going to have lead swing. He's going to swing 5 into the 2, or excuse me, 5 into the 3. And now he's thinking about what to do with his Ivankov swing. And then we have 3 teaches in the trash. Teach is a huge part of what this game plan is trying to do, this current build. And I've used 3, so the chances of drawing the 4th one are pretty small. He's going to swing the Ivankov into the Nami, and he's going to be able to kill that. Now he's going to tap 3 for another Ivankov. Reveal the top card. It's a Hody Jones, which is also one he stacked on top with the Nami. So he could choose to put that on top or bottom. He puts it back on top. We draw to another banished Nami. We have the 2 BOA blockers. Our board is looking completely awful. We do have the 2 blockers. We're going to swing 0 into the 0. See what he does. He gives counter for that, which is surprising. And then now I'm just trying to think about what to do here. I think I'm just going to tap 8 for the Kid and play out a big body, and we're going to tap and rest, and then we get to draw for lead effect, so we do remember this time, and we burn one of his life. Interesting, there's some curious decisions. Okay, well, I'm going to swing 7. But there's some curious, interesting rules around how it would interact between my Kid and the sugar. Because I played it here, I get to continue to do my on-play effect. I'm going to swing into the sugar, and he's going to, I'm going to swing 7. He's going to block a 2K. And he rests. He realized he could rest something off the sugar, so he rests the BOA blocker. But the sugar can't rest the Kid, because my on-plays would resolve first if I were just to hard cast the Kid. So now he swings the Ivankovs into the 2 rested characters, the BOA blocker and the Nojiko. He does get the draw off of each of those. He swings 5 life. We're going to take. It's a red rock. I'm thinking about what to do with this. I'm going to bottom deck the sugar. But I think this is also suboptimal play, because I think he's about to play a Kaiju, and I probably should have this for the Kaiju. So that's where I'm just going to get a little greedy, I think, by activating this. I think the red rock would be better served in hand. But I do want to get rid of that annoying sugar. Now he's going to tap 9 for the 9/11 Shanks and pop my Kid. And then he's going to use the effect of Rosinante to do the same thing again. And he's going to hit a 3rd sugar, which is the most annoying thing in the world. He plays over that Rosinante, and he rests my BOA. And then he's going to pass, but we're just going to restand. So now at this point, I feel like the game's gone. I feel like I'm about to lose. I haven't got to hit my do what my game plan wants to do. I haven't to do any setup. And so I think the only thing I really have, I'm thinking about what to do. Definitely gonna put at least 1 Dawn on leader. I have these 2 Sanjis. Like I could swing big with lead and banish or something like that. He has a blocker. So even if I were to try to banish that last life, he would just block probably. So I think the idea here is I'm gonna swing 6 into I think the sugar, and he blocks 2k. And then now I'm thinking about what to do. If I swing this boa blocker, he's going to turn the Nami blocker sideways, so don't want to do that. But if I play something, he's probably just going to rest that boa. So I'm going to tap 9, and we're going to take a chance here. We're going to hard cast this Sanji. And oh my god, it's an 8-cost kid. This is like the best thing ever. Blind setup. We have that aura. We're like that. We get to do that. But because of the order of operations, I know I mentioned some interesting gameplay rules. Because the order of operations, I play the Sanji, that on play resolves, and I get to play the kid, but then his sugar resolves before the kid, so he's able to rest the kid before I can rest it myself to burn his last life. But hey, we got 2 big bodies out, and we have a blocker standing. So yeah, I mean, we might lose the kid, but we're still going to have the Sanji. This was an incredible blind play to do. He's going to swing life. We're going to leader ability go up to 7k, pitch the other Sanji. He's going to swing the Ivanka up just to draw. He's going to swing the Shanks into the kid. I'm thinking about what to do, whether to give the blocker here. He has a lot of Dawn standing. I think the move is to give the blocker here. So we give the blocker. We do have a little bit of counter in hand, I believe. He taps 8 for a kid, and then he's going to put the 1 Dawn on it, rest it. He gets to play down a 3-cost or less character now. He's going to choose to play down a Rosinante blocker. So now he's kind of set up this pretty impenetrable wall. He has kid blocker. Like, we have to swing into the kid. He has 2 blockers, but we do have 2 big bodies. One thing also that's been going on is when I played the kid last turn, I didn't cycle, and I'm probably not going to cycle the entire game with the kid of drawing 1, trashing 1. Could have made a big difference, I think. In me, because I just drew the Perona, I could have potentially played the Perona and set up another Sanji into something cool. But I pitched the Sanji, but I would have known not to pitch the Sanji if I drew the Perona. So yeah, so I think the idea here is I'm going to swing 3 big swings, but I'm just trying to think what the best math is. Like, at first I was going to swing 10 into it, but he has like 4 cards in hand, I want to say 5 cards. So I think I want to just swing big numbers. I think I can swing 11, 11, 11 at it, and I obviously want to swing evens as the evens, odds into odds, but just going to try to swing the 3 biggest swings. We get the blocker, so it tells me it's an awkward number for him. Now I'm going to swing 11. He's going to block with leader, and then we get him down, and I think I finally remember to draw for turn, draw for leader ability of burning 1 of his life, but I don't remember to cycle with the kid. So again, a mistake. But yeah, now we're in an interesting spot. He has this kid. He could potentially kill us this turn. We don't have a ton of counter in hand. We have 1 2k and 1 brick, and then 3 1ks. But he has 2 huge bodies. He has to hit us 3 times. We know he has a Hody in hand as well, so he could potentially play that. He's putting 1 Dawn on the kid because he knows he's going to play that. Yeah, but if he blockers up here, we potentially probably just lose the game. One thing, I have a Nojiko in hand, and I'm thinking if he plays a blocker, I'm going to keep that Nojiko to be able to bounce that blocker, but he's going to swing 11 into the kid. But if I were to play that Nojiko, trying to bounce a blocker, trying to get my swings, he probably would just rest my my Sanji or something like. Yeah, he rests my Sanji, so not a good idea. He's gonna swing another big number, and I'm gonna have the exact counter, -1 to save the Nojiko. It's just gonna take a 2k and 2 1ks, and I'm thinking that with the amount of Dawn he has standing, he's not gonna be able to swing into the Sanji. So now he taps the remaining 3 for an Ivankov and then passes. It was not a 2-cost, so he didn't get to play it. And then now it's just a matter of trying to math it and go for game, I think. He doesn't have a blocker. I think I need to do 2 swings, 1 into the kid, 1 into the Ivankov, or excuse me, 1 into lead. He doesn't have a blocker, so I'm trying to think of the best numbers to do this. And I'm going to debate a lot on this, what I want my final swing to be. He has a lot of cards in hand. So I'm thinking about swinging 3. So I'm thinking about swinging 12 into the kid. And then if I swing 12 into the kid, I'm not going to swing 12. I'm going to put 5 on the Sanji and swing 14 into the kid. And then I'm going to have 5 standing and swing 10 per game. And we're able to clear the kid, and now we can swing 10 for game. And he's going to give the counter, and he counters out. So he's going to have a chance to kill us here. We were able to kill the kid, so like we have he has 3 swings showing. We know he has a Hody though. We're becoming a 7K leader is definitely going to help us, specifically against the Ivankov. That would be at least a 3 Dawn investment into the Ivankov. I'm also going to make a very dumb mistake here. We'll see in a second. But yeah, he's thinking it through. He's trying to map it out. Because again, it is a little bit tricky knowing I'm going to become a 7K leader. He has to, as shown right now, the 3 swings he has on board, he has to connect with all 3 of them. And we have 2 bricks and a 1K in hand. He swings 5 life, and we're going to leader ability, pitch the Lin Lin and become a 7K leader. He's going to swing 7 into life. And here's where I'm just thinking it through. He has 7 Dawn standing. I know he has a Hody. I'm going to take, and it's a brick. The reason I took was because I was thinking in my head 7 cost Hody, 7K power. Hody's 8K power. I don't currently have enough counter to counter out of this. I would have been dead if that last life wasn't a 1K. I said it was a brick, but it was a 1K. So I got incredibly lucky, just making a stupid play, and he's able to kill the Sanji as well. And then I'm just going to swing a big number. So just like this game was pretty cursed. A lot of mistakes on both parts. The only thing that really saved me was getting incredibly lucky hitting that Sanji into that kid. That insane tempo play, just insane to be able to hit that. But yeah, again, this is a bunch of mistakes in this game. Thought about not even uploading them, but we'll upload it anyways. The other games I think will be a lot more fun. I still make some mistakes sometimes where I forget to cycle with kid and things like that, but learning the deck a little bit, so bear with me. But yeah, this is the new list. The idea behind this deck, I'll just explain it right now, is we're trying to hit the Sanji into the kid or the Sanji into the Lin Lin, and then we have a bunch of annoying triggers. Like we have the Beji, we have the Boa blocker, and the Nami. The idea behind this is that the teach really facilitates a lot of things. 1, we could use that to play the Sanji into other things. But 2, I really like it in unison with the Lin Lin, because we can stack a card on top, and then we give our opponent the chance to either burn a life and we draw that card right back, or we get to choose the trigger that essentially goes to the top of our life. The teach was already like an instrumental part of this deck or a lot of people's builds because of giving the rest of Dawn. But now I'm just trying to use it to the most advantage to be able to, 1, you can use it to give rest of Dawn, but also stack some crazy triggers with Lin Lin, and then also get hit some crazy combos with Sanji. So yeah, that's the idea behind this deck. Sorry about this game being so sloppy. The next ones will be better, I hope. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let me know in the comments anything I did differently. I really appreciate you guys, and see you next time.